How's it going, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of How Bad Can It Be? A series where I take a look at everything in pop culture and give you my opinion on them. Today we're going to be taking a look at Dragon Ball Superhero, and we're going to answer the question, how bad can it be? The Red Ribbon Army returns and bringing with them 2 androids, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. With Goku and Vegeta training off-world, it is up to Gohan and Piccolo to defend the Earth. I was pretty excited about this movie because my friend showed me the Broly movie, and man, I fell in love with that movie. It was just so well done. The animation was great. Overall, just a great movie, and it really kicked ass in the box office. Then we move on to Dragon Ball Superhero. It feels weird saying super 2 times. For this movie, I thought it was a very interesting choice for them to go onto 3D animation, whereas they did really well with 2D animation in the Broly movie. I'm not sure what led the production team to make this decision, but honestly, it doesn't take away from the experience, and that was one of the main things I wanted to talk about. The 3D animation isn't terrible, but at the same time, it's not mind-blowing. You get what I mean? You know, the animation wasn't as bad as, a lot of people say it was. People are going to nitpick at everything nowadays, but in all honesty, the animation isn't bad. But at the same time, it wasn't, something I was just like, whoa, that was, crazy. In all reality, the animation didn't really take away from the experience, so that's a plus side, I guess. Now, if they do make another Dragon Ball Super movie, I'm just wondering if they're going to stick to this 3D animation, if they're going to go back to 2D or what. But, who knows? But, some people like it, some people don't. I thought it was okay, but just me personally, 3D animation in anime hasn't always been my favorite. There's been a lot of bad examples of poorly done 3D animation. And I can bring up the Berserk 2016 show, as well as, in my opinion, Godzilla Earth. And as a Godzilla fan, I was pretty disappointed with that anime. I'm not going to review it. I'm not going to go back and watch it. I'd rather not review media that I don't like because I don't want to bash on it, even though I'm kind of bashing on it right now. But back to the point. The animation didn't take away from the experience of Dragon Ball, so I enjoyed the animation. It was pretty cool at some points, and at some points it was just kind of like, I'm not feeling it. Personally, it's not my thing, but, if people like it, good for you, man. The plot of the movie was really cool, too. This whole duo with Piccolo and Gohan. Well, me, personally, I haven't seen the original Dragon Ball. I haven't watched, any bit of Dragon Ball aside from the Broly movie. Which, after seeing this movie, I kind of want to get into the Dragon Ball series, and my friends already recommended me watch Dragon Ball Kai. If you want to see me do a review on that when I'm done, let me know. I'll be more than willing to. But from what I understand in the Dragon Ball series, Piccolo and Gohan, they kind of have like this father-son-like relationship. Because from what I understand, Goku isn't there most of the time, man. Now that I'm thinking about it, Goku's a good guy and all, he's got a heart of gold, but man, he is a fucking terrible father. Awful, man. But nonetheless, I think that's what makes the relationship between Gohan and Piccolo really strong. So you see a lot of that chemistry throughout the movie. Gohan was a fucking badass in this movie, like, let me tell you. It's like amazing. And then his character development throughout the movie was really good too. Because it started off with, him just kind of living his life. And, Piccolo's trying to tell him, hey, dude, you need to stay on your toes. You need to be ready for when shit's going to go down. Sure enough, shit goes down. And when the time presented itself, Gohan really delivered. I'm not going to say what happened. I usually keep these reviews spoiler free, but just know Gohan's going to do some really amazing things. Piccolo's going to do some really amazing things. I think Piccolo, from watching a little bit of Dragon Ball, I haven't seen too much of it. I think I really like Piccolo. I like Piccolo's character. He's really cool. Being the father figure to Gohan and, to Pen as well in this movie, Piccolo's a really good guy and he's really willing, to help others. And I like his character a lot. He's fucking badass. Now, of course, I can't forget about the antagonists, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. First off, I just want to say their character design is like really cool. Like they look fucking badass. They kind of give me like a Ultraman type of feel. Y'all remember that? No, just me? Okay then. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 were just really cool characters. Their character development was pretty nice too. They look fucking sick. And if they ever make figures of Gamma 1, Gamma 2, they might go up on my shelf because, man, they look badass. Overall, this was a really good movie. I had a fucking blast watching it with my friends. It was just amazing. It was an experience in there. You know, there was moments where everyone in the audience was cheering and clapping because amazing things were happening throughout the movie. And you were just there feeling it. And despite me not being too knowledgeable about Dragon Ball, you know, I was still feeling the movie. It was really good. Just the energy in there was really good. By the way, it was a packed theater. It was a really packed theater. I feel like people underestimate a lot of these anime movies in the in theaters when they get a theatrical release. You know, not a lot of people are going to go see it, or, you know, who actually goes to the theaters. No, people go out to the theater for anime, and it's really cool. And it's also cool seeing when they're pretty high up in the box office, which in fact, Dragon Ball Super Superhero at some point was the #1 movie in the box office. That's pretty gnarly, right? So what's my final score going to be? I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a solid 8.7. This is a really good film. I highly recommend you watch it. I don't think it's in the theaters anymore, but when it comes out on like streaming platforms such as Funimation or Crunchyroll, I highly recommend you check it out. It is a great movie. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, you'll like it. If you're not a Dragon Ball fan, not in a bad way, but you know, if you're new to Dragon Ball, you're gonna love this movie regardless. It's just really good. If you can get past, you know, the 3D animation, you know, if you could tolerate it a little bit, you're gonna have a good time. So 8.7 is gonna be my official review, my official score. And man, this is a great movie. Thank you so much for watching this review. Be on the lookout for more reviews coming out soon. I think the next episode is going to be Bell. I wanted to do Bell first, but I watched Dragon Ball Superhero, and man, I just needed to get the review out. It was really good. So be on the lookout for Bell. That's going to be the next one. That one's going to be quite a review. And make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Tell me your thoughts about the movie in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of the 3D animation? Also, be on the lookout for Game Day Vlogs, which is going to be coming out every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This season's going to be a great season. I can't wait to film more schools and just get people exposure. But other than that, we're going to conclude the video. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with friends and family. And until next time, I will see you later. And remember, brown is beautiful. Later, guys.